get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
Mayfield.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
It's third.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
The 35-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
A loss of a yard.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to
Jarvis Landry, 62 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's taken
Olivier Vernon brings him down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
from the 17, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, they're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. A first down carry by Elliott. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. Sheldon Richardson on the stop.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 27.
That's another Cowboys.
On first down, Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
22-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That's good for a Cowboys.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. This is Lamb on the end around. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's second down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
5-yard pickup.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they're indeed going. It's Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 31 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2.
Point conversion.
Prescott yet again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Aho.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Mayfield's pass.
He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Intercepted.
On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
It's a pickup of 6.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the
Prescott now from the 50. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played, the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Chidobe with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the 1st half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Or can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
At the 38-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
It's 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
To kick off for Cleveland.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
1st and 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Prescott on 1st down. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
They'll run it with Elliott. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And this Browns defense stands tall. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Mayfield on play action, sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Prescott. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The score, Cowboys 27, Browns 21.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second down, Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Prescott.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching it? Our apologies. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Down at the 19-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. This is Lamb on the end around. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Prescott from the gun. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. That one complete to Elliott. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Open man right side, it's Lamb. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. That one is caught by Hunt. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. He'll buy some time right. Incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he completes it to Hunt. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a 1st down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone